Hi everyone, happy Monday. This is Tea with Sylvester and my co-host, Miss Patra, my mom. Thank you so much for joining us on the show again. I hope you had a nice weekend, and of course, you're looking forward to the week. I'm looking forward to this week. As we're preparing for Thanksgiving, I thought, you know what, maybe Miss Patra should be back on the show and give us some wisdom, right? Thank you to all our parents, people that are that impact us, that give us wisdom, that give us direction. That's all we need. And of course, for us to pass on that wisdom to the next generation. So, for the viewers that have been that have been following us, 2 weeks ago we started a series. It wasn't really a series, but it was part one and part two, where we did address attitude. When you compare attitude, old generation to the new generation, that was a fun show. Thank you so much for all your comments, the support, and the love. And of course, you did request for Miss Patra to be back on the show. So grab your teacups for this week's tea. So in line with attitude, we talk about etiquette, right? Etiquette, that's where manners, in short, where and I do know that manners, it's something that has kind of been lost in generations. And of course, Miss Patra is here to give us some wisdom. I'm looking forward to this show. So, Mom, just jump in and let us know.
Oh, interesting. Nice to have me again. Today we are going to talk about mannerism. You know, as I always talk about, your generation and our generation is quite different. I'm sorry to be harsh on the youths there, but forgive me, I'm just a reminder. Because when we were growing, when we were children, we used to respect our parents more because there are things we were taught about, like first thing when you wake up, you greet your mother, you greet your father, good morning mom, good morning dad, you greet everybody in the house. And then when you find these days, your children can talk to the parents while sometimes even the hands in the pockets, and then they can even say, when you tell them something, they'll even go like, oh daddy, you are lying, mom, you are lying. In our generation there was nothing like that. When you have visitors, when visitors come into the house, it's very funny when you remember about when we were still young. You find visitors come, you are busy playing outside, very dirty, but once you see the visitors come inside, you rush to the house, you find you even make a queue. You are dirty, but you don't mind with the dirty hands, whatever. You kneel down, you greet the visitors. These days you find when your generation, when visitors come, like, oh, I don't know them. I can't greet them. Or sometimes if they are like your aunties, your uncles coming to the house, you go like, oh, hi, then you walk out. In our generation, there was nothing like that. You know how to greet people, you know how to say thank you. Like when you're having a meal with your parents, you cannot just leave the table without excusing yourself. You have to ask for permission from your mom or from your dad. And when your mom or your dad said, oh, okay, then you stand up with whether you have a helper in the house or you don't have a helper in the house. You get your plate, you stand up, then you push the chair, you go to the kitchen, you wash your hands. And when you have visitors in the home, we're taught that when visitors are eating, do not disturb them. You have to, it's either you're playing outside or you're in the bedroom doing something else. But you find these days, it's quite interesting to see the way you treat elders. You are in the bus or in the train, you are seated, an elder person comes, there is no seat. You cannot offer the elder person a seat. You just look at them, you even look the other side. So some of the things, they worry us. You find those days we were even united with our neighbors. you don't have salt, you don't have sugar. You walk in, you go to the neighbor, you ask for salt, you ask for sugar. But these days, if one does that, the best you can do, your generation, is just to get a video. The following day, you find with this social media, you are seen there begging sugar or something. It's very, yeah, we wonder what, because what we are saying is, it's not like, some people, like, they go like, no, if you are blessed, like you have 5 children and all of them, they are disciplined, you find, and you can even sing about it, to think that you are the best parent. But it's not like that, because there is no parent who would want to, who would want their children to, not to have manners. We all did the same things, but you find maybe 1 or 2 of them, they are not like that. Do not blame the parents, other parents, because your generation is different. Those days, there was human rights, there were the human rights, but it was not very active. These days, when you shout at your child, that child goes to human rights to report you. As we used to be, we used to respect our teachers, our parents. The teacher said this, I cannot do this. My mother, my father said this, I cannot do it. So you find the same things, these manners, we take them outside there. We transfer them to the society, like, when you go out there doing business, you have to respect your clients. But your generation, because I have 2 clients here, look, the other one is elder, but no money. The other one is younger, but with a lot of money. So you'd prefer respecting the young one than the elder one. So even just like, even in the meetings, businesses, you find you are there in a meeting. I wonder, because in the past, when we used to have meetings, you are just there with your file, and then the meeting goes. But these days, you find, suppose you have 10 members for the committee members, you find each one with a phone. They are busy talking on the phone, and the meeting is going on, which is, to me, I think those mannerisms are not supposed to be there. But I'm not blaming the youths only or the parents. It's just something which is inside us. But according to my statistics, I've seen that your generation and ours quite different.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. I know there was more to be said, but due to time, you're going to be ending here. And of course, so it's just some comments with what you said. For example, nowadays it's easy for things to go viral, and of course, let's say your neighbor, maybe your neighbor has even a good job or something like that, and they come and beg, not beg, they're coming to ask for salt or sugar, nipempako, to cooking oil, to jar, or to tomato, and it's easy for you to grab your phone and of course take a video of that and even share it with family and friends, and who knows, maybe even Facebook. And when you're talking about manners as well, even the simple words like please, thank you, those are kind of being lost in society. I would say sometimes it looks or sounds cool for someone to hold their, put their hands in their pockets and just say what's up, and without saying a proper greeting. And even what you said about visitors coming and everyone lining up just to say hello, let's bring back let's bring back what I would say, bring back manners, or let's continue the manners. It's very interesting to see when she's talking about the old generation, or when she was growing up, lost manners. But she was growing up to now. And it's even, I even want to see when Lara is growing up, is it going to be worse? Is it going to be better? So that's going to be interesting. Do you have any last words for Lara if Lara had to watch this video 10, 15 years from now? Like what's the number one thing you'd tell her about manners?
Respect.
Respect.
Yes, I'll teach her how to respect elders and everybody. Even in the society, you should have respect. Even at working place, it becomes very difficult for you generation to say thank you. To say just say word thank you, because like in our generation, even when you are called for interviews, there is no harm after the interviews. You send an email, you send even a text to say, oh, thank you for inviting me. It doesn't mean that they have to employ you, but just to show that courtesy, But in your generation, I don't think that is happening now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think that can also be extended when it comes to businesses. For example, if you're talking to a customer, even when a customer brings a complaint or maybe they want to buy something, you just say thank you for your services, right? Those small words would touch a customer's heart, and who knows, you might be their number one supplier. So saying things like thank you, even when you have a bid, saying thank you for inviting me to even bid, those words they touch people's hearts, and of course they make you their number one person. So that's it from us this week. I would like to hear from you. We can take advantage of Miss Patra being here. She still has time. So what would you like to hear from her? Like what topic should we touch on? Like what would you want to learn? Please reach out to me via YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my Facebook page, and you can also follow me on Instagram. I would like to hear what topic you'd want us to talk about next week, Monday. Anything else?
Nothing. All the best.
All the best. This time she didn't say God bless. Well,
God
have
bless.
a beautiful.
No, that way, like I can't forget it. That's what I was about to say.
Okay.
God's blessings and protection. Enjoy your
Amen.
week.
Amen. Have a beautiful week, guys, and talk to you on Friday, and of course we'll talk to you on Monday again with Miss Patra. Bye.